Welcome back to Ready or Not. Gonna keep rolling after we busted up Brixley Talent Time Agency. Brixley Time Talent Agent, whatever the fuck. George Brixley, former Army Signal Corps member, who was sent to Leavenworth, which is a United States Army federal prison. I believe in Kentucky. Maybe. Not too familiar. Never been. Never gonna be, ideally. But sent there for 3 years on counts of sexual assault of a fellow female officer. Let's explore our precinct a little bit before this next mission. Chief of Police, hey, what's up, boy? Haha, here you are.
What, are you taking me back to Leavenworth?
Jesus Christ, you're an ugly. Man's got chalk everywhere, chalk all over his hands, a smile shirt. He looks greasy. We're keeping you separated from your good buddy there, and here we have one of the mothers of the children. And I don't know if you remember, but arresting the mothers, they would come up with excuses like, we've had a hard life, I need to pay for clothes and food and keeping a roof over our houses, so they subject their children to sexual trafficking to achieve that, which is no excuse at all. We got some fingerprints here for something, and here we go. MindJot. MindJot was the company that produced the Bitcoin server material that boy Mike Williams, Milky Toes, was using to accrue nearly double the kilowatt hour usage of a normal person. We make sure your darkest secrets stay in the dark. MindJot. Not great. So the implication there is that there's a connection between child porn in Mike Williams' room, the Brixley Talent Agency. So it's possible that MindJot could be knowingly or unknowingly facilitating the dispersal of child pornography, illicit images of children. Martinez Boulevard safe injection site. This is the evidence from that last one. Here to stay for the good of Los Sueños. A subsidized platform for economic growth promoted by the Democratic California government. Clinics have been applied across our fair state. Our goal is to decrease the number of addicts that become infected by blood diseases and viruses, improving the quality of homeless people across America. Did you know 1 in 2 illicit dependent individuals will find themselves infected by an incurable disease in Los Sueños alone? This is due to sharing of needles as well as unsanitary conditions. Safer, smarter. With 10 private rooms and free government-subsidized access to medical equipment, this Los Sueños safe injection clinic exists for the people, by the people. Old advertising pamphlet from the early 2000s highlighting the purpose of this clinic and its value to the city. Clearly, this didn't work out well, as the structure has since been repurposed by new owners. So, kind of a methadone clinic, safe injection clinic, where you can come and get clean needles for your drug habit. Good in theory. A massive bloat of personnel and burning of taxpayer money in practice. Because you realize drug users are distrustful of the government, rightfully so, and are not really going to just walk into government clinics. Now, maybe, but you know, that's because they know they can get free services for things and not be punished for it. It takes time to change. But the crux of the problem, the illicit drug use, is just going to be there. It'll forever be there. It's like 2/3 of all homeless people in the US right now are either suffering from mental illness or drug addiction. So, or both. You know, there's quite a bit of an overlap there. So you are either on the streets because of one or two of those things, or you develop one or two of those things as a result of being on the street. It's almost a incurable problem, and many states have dumped billions of taxpayer money into trying to address it with no real mark of improvement, unfortunately. We see a scheduling book here for the Talent Time Agency. 12-year-old male, brown hair, freckles, funny kid. 7-year-old, black hair, curious and outgoing. 12-year-old male, this is crossed off for whatever reason. Enjoys experiencing the outdoors, loves playing with his friends, creative and outgoing, thoughtful and curious, confident and outgoing, curious and adventurous, creative and imaginative. So they're looking for a very particular type person, but this is what we need to focus on. Bolton guys show up for headshot collection. Got some good ones in January. Hopefully AV likes these ones. AV was the person on the computer messaging Brixley saying, can she wear the princess dress, the redhead? And oh, she's not happy. And he's like, I can put a smile on her face, which is unsettling. So it seems as though this AV is somewhat of a mastermind behind this ring. I'm gonna swap back to long gun, and I'm gonna put gloves on. Always gotta switch up the drip, you know? Lethal Obsession. This is this one. There is one fear that I have in this whole permadeath run, and it is tripwire grenades. I sometimes get a little too froggy in this game and in basically every game I play. If you've seen many or any of my videos, you will probably have noticed me fuck up by getting overzealous, getting punished for it, and making some combination of type noises as I try and weasel my way out of it or die because of it. Tripwire grenades are kind of the bane of my existence in this game because I either mirror gun and overlook them too fast, stop giving a fuck about them, and just wantonly, brazenly enter the fray and blow myself up. This is a mission that has multiple tripwire grenades. There are only 3 people to arrest here, but the tripwire grenades give me pause. But this mission in general is good. It has some good lore, and it's kind of a contained one. It's kind of isolated from the rest of the campaign. Doesn't really have large-scale implications. Not too many, I don't think. Or maybe I just haven't dove into the lore nearly as much. I'm not big on theory crafting. It's just kind of, you know, what is there is what's there in terms of gaming. But Sullivan Slope, A Lethal Obsession, 1425, 225 in the afternoon. Sullivan Slope, Makade Falls, Macade. A former USIA analyst has a warrant for his arrest over the suspected murder of 5 police officers in Makade County, Greater Los Sueños. Oh, I beat this in under 5 minutes at my best time. Nice.
All right, boys, listen up. We all heard about the shooting down at the McCade station. We got 3 officers fighting for their lives, and 3 have already lost theirs. But we have something else, too. We got the name and probable location of the son of a bitch who did this. We've also got the pleasure of being the ones who get to get him. Settle down. What we know about the events earlier today is that Gerard Scott set up an ambush by lighting a car on fire near the McCade station. He lay in wait, and when the police arrived, he opened fire on them with a rifle. Scott then fled the scene in an RV. A member of the public who was nearby when the shooting started got the license plate, which we've traced to a compound up on Sullivan Slope. Scott's details are coming through your tablets. We don't know much about this guy. He used to work for the USIA in an office-based role. He has no family, no friends, and apparently no known acquaintances. He wasn't even known to us until today. We got nothing to work with, no motive, no history of law enforcement. All we know is that this guy likes to keep to himself. He's already shown he's not afraid to shoot at cops, so I doubt he's going to welcome us with open arms. Be careful up there. I do not want to be responsible for the chaplain showing up at anyone else's wife's door today. I understand that emotions are going to be high, but we do not know what we are walking into. I want us to be swift and sensible. He's shown that he has serious firepower, and we need to be ready for anything. Something triggered him, and that makes him a very dangerous individual. Now gear up and report back to your element leaders in the garage in 5 minutes.
So our main suspect is Mr. Gerard Scott. Redacted everything, but born in 1947. Information on Gerard is scarce. It's known he worked with the USIA, basically the CIA, for a large portion of his life before he was medically discharged. Also McCade, my bad for saying Makade. Civilians, we don't know. And as far as media goes, improvised chemical attacks. Ricin, now a concern for the LSPD for my Breaking Bad fans. Where you at? Ricin, a deadly poison made from castor beans. Cade Falls, a pretty dense wilderness. Ooh. Suspect shot 5 police officers outside East McCade Police Department. And this is what he looks like now. This weird, long-haired, bearded man. Far cry from the clean-cut days of his time in the CIA, the USIA.
15L32, priority.
15L32, go ahead.
I've got multiple officers down outside of the East McCade station. Suspect is at large. Location unknown. Get me back up the medics here. Code 3. Get me SWAT.
All units on the channel, 15L32 reporting multiple officers down at East McCade Station, requesting backup code 3, unknown location of suspect.
So it seems like this guy has a psychological break. And he is now pursuing police. The map is not really any help to us. It's... I mean, his place is remote in the wilderness, so who knows? seems like the back. Yeah. We'll be alright. Tripwire grenades are my major concern. They're my major concern. Now, this guy is armed and dangerous. It's unlikely he's going to go through intimidation alone. I should have brought someone who unlocked the intimidator trait, honestly, but it's okay. It's unlikely he's gonna roll over for us, unless we come in heavy to whatever room he's in.
Suspects have a foothold in this area and they're refusing to cooperate.
Oh, I got the IR laser on. I forgot.
Proceed with the mission.
So this is where my fears begin. I'm gonna enter through the basement and sweep from down below to up top. I don't see a tripwire there. I don't see one on this door either. And I'm unsure if there's anyone downstairs here, so I might have my boys just do an open and clear here to maintain it's unlocked. Right.
Move in and clear. I'm good to go. Out the way, sir.
I'm not in your way, brother. Alright. We're gonna open and clear.
Swap. Move.
Try and maintain the element of surprise.
Empty over here. Dropping a light.
But this seems like a workshop that he has dead animals and things everywhere. We got another room here. These look like castor beans. This whole place is dingy and disgusting. Ah! There we go. There is my first nemesis. Right here. The grenade tripwire.
Disabling now.
And this is why I gotta take it slow. Rice and mixing checklist. Wear your gas mat. Soak beans in water, pour liquid and rinse. Grind into paste, store a few days, filter the fluids, dry remains, compress into accelerant.
Ready when you are, sir.
Fuse, seal, ricin pack, end cap. Cop goes to disarm. Big boom. So we have an aerosolized poison. Ricin makes the bad go away. Satanic orbital fluid extraction. Slime injected into the pores. Symptoms are following chronic. Weeping, clicking sounds, blindness, swelling. So they're sticking
Ready when you are, sir.
needles into your eye to make you sick. And this looks like a poor Jewish caricature. So this man has fallen off the deep end. He's fallen into a Q hole. Ricin effects on animal life: rat, bird, raccoon, rabbit, cat, fed. Within 4 days, everything from a cat and below have died. For a Fed, who knows? And here we have some improvised.
They wouldn't come to me, so I went to them.
Ready.
They'll send their best now, but it won't be good enough. It won't be long. I removed the pawns. Now the ones I really want will come to me. They'll be playing my game now. By my rules. I'll show them who the puppets really are. This is the end.
So it seems that he wanted us specifically to come here.
Cover this area.
He's done testing it on cops, now he's testing it on the feds, namely SWAT. We're not really the feds, we're county police. Another tripwire grenade.
Gold, move over there. Moving.
Need them all to move out of the way.
Securing the trap.
That way I can disarm this trap.
On my 6. Got your back.
So that was the basement of the house. We're clear. The first floor of the house has a few entrances. I wonder if that door up there is still closed. But there's just all these schematics and everything everywhere. Neological design, aka optic fusion. Something to do with the eyes. Some kind of...
Element to talk. Suspect is breathing but unconscious.
This is Tom.
Good to go.
Roger that. Medical
Zipped
assistance
up and good
is
to go.
standing by.
Nothing creepier than a slideshow projector and a bunch of newspapers and cans of tuna. If it seems like I'm really taking my time here,
Post up and provide
I
cover.
am. Because I don't want to get blown up.
Good.
Well, it's open. So... we will just open
Open and clear with flashbangs.
and flash.
Flashing.
We got another grenade trap.
Got an opening here. Opening on the right. I got nothing here.
Drop the weapon! Let's go! Moving in!
Ooh, this motherfucker got me.
Enemy over here. No contacts. Nothing here, sir. Enter and clear. I'm good to go.
That might be him, honestly.
Acknowledged. Let's switch. I'm going. Opening on the left. Opening on the right. Disarming. Good here. Nothing. Swap with me. Moving in. Element to talk. Bagging it up.
This is fucking him.
Cuff him.
Restraining!
Stay still and in my sight.
Yeah, that's the boy right there.
What happened to me? Suspect
Talk to entry team. Roger, entry team. Great work. Keep
Something,
going.
to note, this man is naked. His cock is hanging out. And the developers did give him a big peen as well, which I think kinda... I don't know, it's just funny to see a naked, crazy man.
Move in and clear it. Roger.
There should be one person left.
Swap. Fall in. Got your six.
And this is him.
Talk reporting. Copy that. Put him on safe and let him hang.
And that's it.
Great job.
It's nice and short. It's mostly the environment that is, appealing about this mission. As you can see, this person was a CIA operative who went native, went off the reservation. He gave in to some kind of schizophrenic, psychotic delusions, and was either convinced that people were watching him or injecting him in the eye and watching him, or there's a lot to unpack in just that one mission that I think other people have addressed and dealt with better than I can, because I don't spend too much time lore crafting, theory crafting. But that overall mission was slow and tense, and there's only 3 people there, but you know, you saw the one guy was right in my face, so that was pretty easy, and the main guy, I shot him twice, but he shot me, and I had to quickly retreat behind a corner to heal up, to stop the bleeding. The good thing is he didn't die, so we arrested him. I think only one of my officers got injured, and nobody is in a negative mind state, which fucking wahoo. Now a breacher. That's what I want. That is what I want. I already have one. I would like another. Once one of these intimidators gets it, maybe if this guy gets his breacher, I'm gonna swap one in. Actually, Wong, I'm gonna swap with Jung, just so I have these 2. So now that I have people with traits, I'm gonna try and keep the people who have these traits in, so that, you know, I can swap people out as they go. But CIA operative goes crazy, kills some cops, makes some poison, gets the feds to come to his compound to raid it so he can test out his ricin poison traps on them, ultimately fails. It seems as if he has some greater knowledge of things, but more than likely not, it's just the ramblings of a madman. Unfortunate as it goes. Could be more than what it seems. That possibility is open. I recommend going and watching lore video if you're really that interested. But if you made it this far, thank you. Hope to see you in the next one.